Hello, this is Dr. Jim Del Prince with Mississippi State University Extension. I am the statewide leader in the Master Floral Designer program, and I also lead a program called Professional Florists. Both of these programs help floral design enthusiasts learn more about floristry. Today, I want to share with you some information about glycerin preservation of ornamental foliage for fall and winter floral design. The first thing that I need to do to find this is to go to the MSU Extension website, and that is located at extension.msstate.edu. When you land at our homepage, go to Publications, and under the Publications tab for this particular video, or rather for this particular publication, I'm going to type in the publication number 3039. Of course, if you don't know the publication number, you can always type in title or content, but a really great way to find publications about floral design is to just type in my last name under the author tab. My name is Dr. Jim Del Prince. I have everything set here for first names, and so I'll just look for James Del Prince. And I know I'm here somewhere because I draw a paycheck here all the time, but you could just trust me, James. How about Jim? How about just Del Prince? Well, there I am, DEL. Apply that under 3039, and you can see Glycerin-Preserved Foliage under Cut Flowers and Houseplants Floral Design. So let's take a closer look at this, and I'll walk us through this publication. Glycerin preservation is a great way to gain plant materials that you can use in floral design for the fall and winter season. I find that the plant materials I like to use the most are little gem magnolia and nandina, but there are many, many other types of greenery that can be used. Some people like to preserve cut flowers using the glycerin preservation treatment. I'm not a big fan of that. I've never really ran across those that I think stand up to it great. The reason is because the glycerin replaces the water within the plant cell and tissues and overall structure. Therefore, you need a strong structure to hold that heavy glycerin in place. That's why I like materials like this. This is a little bit of rosemary right here in the design. This is a dried cone from a palm, but you could see here some of the nandina greenery and some of the little gem magnolia and some other assorted things. So in this publication, I give you all of the characteristics that you need to look for when you select your plant material to do this. If you live in North America, now is a great time to do this. You don't want to wait very much longer, because if you wait further as we get into the fall season, those plant materials have been triggered to lose their foliage. And therefore, if the blades of greenery fall off the plant material that you want to preserve, you're not going to get any preservation whatsoever. You're just going to get some twigs with a couple of leaves. So now during the summer is the great time to do it. I like to use vegetable grade glycerin for this project. It is the least expensive of the glycerins. It's safe to handle, and it's the same product that's used in fondant icing and hand lotions. So it kind of gives you an idea there. It's a very, very safe product. I like to use a proportion of about 50-50 of glycerin to water, but you can also afford to use less, about a 30% glycerin solution. So 1 cup of glycerin to 2 cups of water gives you a nice light solution for those plant materials to take up. And that's just how it's done, by pouring it in via measure, or you can even do a look-see kind of method. It doesn't have to be exact. But you want to make sure that no foliage falls below the water line when you are working on this. Give the plant material plenty of time to take up the solution, and you'll start to see the change. Here in Carolina cherry laurel, you can see how the green chlorophyll cells are going away, and the plant material is actually taking in the glycerin, so it's preserving it, and it turns into this brownish color. You can see here under our laboratory sink how I rinsed off the extra solution of the glycerin right into the sink so I could get rid of that oily residue, and then pat it dry and allow it to air dry for about 24 hours in an open room with plenty of air circulation. And then you can arrange away. You can even see here how there was a little uh, bit of the magnolia cone left, some oak leaves, some eucalyptus from our experiment station in Poplarville, so on and so forth. You can arrange these materials with silk flowers or fresh flowers in many different combinations. And then if you want, as you get closer to Christmas, you can take your brown preserved leaves and spray paint them gold or silver for Christmas time designs. So you can get a lot of mileage out of these plant materials. Some of the ones that I like to work with that we tried are the aspidistra plant, the cast iron plant, acuba, camellia, both the japonica and sasanqua, fatsia leaves, which take a good bit of time, as do the cast iron plants. The cast iron plants can take up to 2 months to cure. Ilex, ligustrum, all the different magnolias, but one of my favorite is the nandina, both the domestica and any of the cultivated varieties. You can find preservation results with them in as little as a week. So it's a good one to remember if you need something in a quicker period of time. And of course, the oaks and rosemary. So having that, I hope that you learn something new and exciting and different from MSU Extension. If you're interested in learning more, go to extension.msstate.edu, go to the publications tab, and underneath publications, look for publication 3039 and start preserving your plant materials. It's August 2022, and now is the time to start preparing your fall and winter plant materials for floral design. Thanks for your time.